under my record label. Teenager though he is, he joined every vile records in the indie music biz. His parents didn't like such turns of events, so they called him a couple of thugs, send him back to Utah, lock him up, and pump him full of drugs. They say he's got problems with authority, yeah, this is what they claim. And their psychiatric analysis has even got a name. Oppositional defiant disorder. I think I got it too. Oppositional defiant disorder. He's sick and so are you.
What's your main message? Our main message is that antidepressant drugs don't work for everyone. They may work for some people, but they don't work for everyone, and a lot of people, in fact, they don't work for. And when you consider that there's 50 million people worldwide on antidepressant drugs, that's a lot of people suffering adverse reactions. And I really encourage people to be very self-aware how the drugs are reacting to you, and to really consider what all the alternatives are before you actually turn to a pill. And there aren't so many adverse reactions, we know, with many alternative treatments like exercise, proper diet, high in essential fatty acids, vitamin Bs, diet with very few processed foods, whole foods, and therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, or other kinds of talk therapies where you really get to deal with the issue at its root rather than try to mask the symptoms. I think that this research that I've been pursuing and writing about and putting up on my website and sharing with people all across the country has given some meaning to Tooker's death, and it's given me some comfort that I can help save lives and help other people avoid such a tragedy.
Well, my name is Robert Silverman, 72 years old. I attended the trial of Gaston Naissance, the French healer in Rock Forest, Quebec, and he was charged with criminal manslaughter because two older women died from his treatment of 714X. And he was acquitted in a very moving trial because the police had seized 150 charts, and two, they died. All the other 148 didn't. They lived. And when he pointed out that, the jury acquitted him. And you can go on his website, Gaston Naissance, and you can read about that. You can get the 714X. And in my website, I have an article from the editor of the Biotechnical magazine who says that Gaston Naissance is right, and then he says, but we cannot admit it, because if we do, there will be serious social and economical consequences for our careers, quote unquote. And this is from the editor of Biotechnical News.
I'm a physician and trained in clinical pharmacology, and I was the senior physician responsible for prescription drug approvals in the late 80s, early 90s, during the AIDS drug crisis, in essence. As a result of that experience, I began to see that there was a lot of interference, improper, I would say illegal interference by drug companies and people acting on behalf of drug companies in trying to influence drug decisions, drug safety decisions, drug approval decisions. How can it happen that we have everything in place that should have taken care of that, and then suddenly it just all evaporates? And the way it happens is that the whole system is set up so that there is nobody, almost nobody within the system who feels confident to be independent and to make an independent judgment. Because at the beginning you think, this is general incompetence. Why do you have a chief in a division who's been on an acting basis for 4 or 5 years? Like, what's going on there? And you think that it's just people who don't know how to run the place. But gradually, as you start to correct things, and then before you know it, you turn around and a month later, you've gone right back to the uncorrected situation. You start to realize somebody upstairs wants it this way. Someone wants an unstable agency where everyone is on an unsure footing. And the people who want it that way are the upper levels of the department, the senior bureaucrats, who are the people who receive visits from the industry, who visit with them in private in Canada. There's no law saying that any of this has to be disclosed. And these companies can make very significant political threats. And I've been in those meetings, and they're subtle. It's no one comes in a black leather jacket with the envelope.
The reason why we have all these diseases today, according to a lot of research, is that we actually are deficient in a bunch of things, including essential fatty acids. Because of how foods get processed, a lot of things get taken out when foods get processed, and also the soils. The way foods are grown these days compared to what they used to be, a lot of nutrients are now lost. New studies are showing that if you're eating foods that are high in essential fatty acids, including hemp oil, flax oil, and fish oils, you can alleviate symptoms because you were actually deficient in those things.
It's exactly what you just said. Okay, this is an older book from 1985.
Wow.
That I've been researching various illnesses of my own because my doctors couldn't help me, and I believe your mind is the most important thing. So I would go out and educate myself after the doctors couldn't help me. Okay, I just happened to bring this because that's what started me on my quest. There are books out there already for natural healers that aren't burned at the stake yet. Okay, these are 6 different professionals offering natural solutions to different types of depression.
You know, if we're under chemical genocide in our country, who's doing it? Where's the pictures of the CEOs of these drug companies? How we're just saying big pharma. I want to see the enemy. I want to see the drug dealer. Just as much as if somebody came into this community and started poisoning all the children. I want to know who the drug dealer is. That they're hiding behind that name, and they put the doctors as their front salesmen. They're the pushers, okay? They're the fall guys too, because they're the ones that are getting sued. I want to know the name of the CEOs. I want to know the name and follow the money trail. You want to find the rat, you follow the money trail.
To end on maybe a little cheerier note, I thought that I could demonstrate one of my favorite antidepressants.
Great. Yeah. You brought your...
All right.
If you think George Bush is a moron and Tony Blair's a liar, if you fantasize about setting your local Walmart on fire, if you don't like Tom Brokaw and you think he's full of it, if you feel it...
We're on our way to Ottawa.
We're in Ottawa, literally.
Traveling by train to all 23 cities. We've now done 5, 18 to go.
Oppositional defiant disorder, I think I got it too. Oppositional defiant disorder, he's sick and so are you. If you think school is boring and your teacher is a fool, if you don't like your congressman and you call him a corporate tool, if you were not standing the 6 if you turned down hamburgers and eat rice and beans, we've got a diagnosis no matter whether you agree. Just do what the doctors tell you.
Around the world, not just in Canada, but in other jurisdictions that are realizing that there is a very serious problem with drug regulation. There is a cozy relationship between industry and the government regulators, and that is a relationship that operates in secrecy by and large, particularly in Canada.